All right, y'all, we're gonna end this motherfucker like we always do.
Yeah.
Showing love and shouting out. Tell you who you shout out today, dog.
Woo, boy. I didn't know whether to do this on bring it to the square
Mm-hmm.
or put it on something. I'm gonna do it tonight though. She knows who she is. She knows who she are. Man, I'm gonna shout out my aunt, Kimberly McDuffie. Let me explain to you why. I'm gonna take y'all through this whole origin. Now you got to give me you got to give me a minute now, cause this thing deep. This thing deep. 1990, 91. My grandfather was still living. He was keeping this young foster child. Her name was Kimberly Denson. Okay. Kimberly Denson, the little baby, my granddaddy found my granddaddy latched onto her. My granddaddy latched onto it to the point to where basically I think he really didn't give a shit about his own grandkids. I think it was just this young adopted child that he had. Because my
Mm-hmm.
grandmother adopted kids and stuff. She was a foster parent. He was like, but this right here gets whatever. And he did. He did that. So he drove her around, took her to Hilltop grocery store right up the road from the house, about 2 miles away, about 2.5 miles away. Took up there, get her whatever she wanted. He would buy her coach of buttermilk, give her whatever she wanted. I used to be jealous of my granddaddy. I'm like, granddaddy, I'm your first goddamn grandchild, and you don't give me half of what you give her. But as I went along in life, I understood the dynamic. Kimberly, I believe it was Denson. I believe it was Denson. Now, again, this has been 35 years, 34 years ago. We look up now today, and my aunt, Kimberly McDuffie, because she's now married, graduate of Alcorn State University, radiation protection. She was in that program. She got on the road when she got out of Alcorn. She went on the road to the East Coast, traveling, working, putting the work in.
Mm-hmm.
She was at Vermont Yankee for a while, which is like I think that's Maine, up there in that northeast, in that tip. She was up there. She worked them cold weather, going to Patriots games. They big union people and stuff like that, Leave that, come back home. Tried to get on at where I work at Grand Gulf Nuclear Station. That didn't work out. Ended up traveling, and then I think if I remember right, she went to River Bend. She went to River Bend as a tech. She moved through the ranks. Alara, which is basically uh where you control getting the kind of radiation that you would get on the job type stuff. All the way up through the ranks, man. Then, long story short, she became the first black female radiation protection superintendent. I believe it's superintendent, but she's a manager. She manages this department in our industry, in our work. And I want to shout her out right now, man, because I go back to being a 6 year old moving here and knowing about this young girl, this little girl, my granddaddy being heads over heel about this young lady. And basically, all he told my grandmother before he died was adopt her, raise her, adopt this baby. And she did that. And she's my daddy's sister. My daddy's 60 years of age. She's 34. That's his sister. And that's my aunt. And if she ever sees this, I may tell her that I did this about her, but I don't know. I may just slide it out there and then let her see it. But I just love everything that became what it is. She hustles. She works on the side. She don't just do RP management. She does weddings. She's a decorator. She does all that type of stuff, man. She hustles hard. She hustled hard before she ever got this job. And I'm just thinking about my granddaddy and the things that he kind of put out there before he died, of lung cancer, and just him knowing that this young, just his whatever reason it was that he told my grandmother to adopt this young lady, and it to turn out to be what it is, that she's the first Black radiation protection manager of Entergy, my company that I work for. She's the first of any of that. Is just crazy to me, man. And I sit back and I think about it sometimes, and I'm just dumbfounded by it. And I salute her for her work. Her work. You know what I'm saying? She hustled. She worked. She did it. She did it all. She's relatable. She's here now at this point. And I just hope that everything works in her favor. And I hope she's like corporate one day. I hope she's running the whole bag, everything. That's my belief. That's my shout out, man. I know it's a little long-winded. I know it's something that's not really familiar with a lot of people. But for me, growing up, moving here in 1990, and knowing who she was, and then watching her grow up over the years, and her getting along in her livelihood, and knowing that that's my aunt, even though I have to be, I'm older than her. She's younger than me, and that's my aunt. They kind of feel some type of way about that. But her progression, her work, her hustle, it's unmatched. It's unmatched, man. It really is. And she's here now, married with a young daughter, and I salute her. I swear to you, first, I salute her, man, because if my granddaddy Willie James was looking at her today, he would go, I chose the right one. That's the right one. I'm so proud of her, man. And I'll send her the video if she. Hopefully she'll watch it. She'll see it. I kind of want to just slip up on it, but because I'm not one of them type of dudes that be like, "Look at what I told you." That's not me. But she did it, man. She did it. She took it to a whole nother level, and she down there running some shit. She bossed up. We talk about being bossed up. She bossed up. She running this whole thing. She running the whole bag. That's what she doing right now, and she gonna do a damn good job at it. You got yourself something, man. If you just fall in line with what she talking about, she gonna make sure you good. That's on me. That's my credibility on the line. So, shout out to my aunt Kim McDuffie. Hey, sky's the limit. I'm proud of you. That's from little big nephew. Let me put that out there. That's my shout out, man. It's an inspiration. It really is. It really is.
My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit statementtees.llc.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.